Okay, we're gonna be back for another maybe 1 to 2 hours, depending how I feel. We're gonna do some of these, clean up the rest of some of these simple ones, like the commando chick. Then I'm gonna run a couple party buffs. The thing is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the last 2K. Doesn't really seem like it's possible. I have 12 days left. Even at 20 days, it's still about 100 each day, right? So I would need to average probably around like 170 maybe. Well, you got a calculator right here. So we have about 2,000 left. Divided by 12 means 167. 167 per day. Doesn't really seem viable between the 4 cooldowns that I have. But we'll give it a shot, see how it goes. I think what I'm going to start doing is having my alts degrade their cooldowns during nighttime, right? So it could drop at least 3 ranks. The only problem with that though is, man, you lose out on a lot of honey degrading like that. But we'll see how it goes. Commando chick is actually incredibly easy. The thing I recommend with a lot of these is just don't claim your hive. Like with the commando chick, as long as you don't claim your hive, you just get hit by these grenades over and over. Same thing with the coconut crab. Otherwise, you're just gonna nuke it, right? A lot of these collector ones are pretty easy. The convert at hive could be a little obnoxious, but with 12 days, it's perfectly fine, manageable. Like a lot of these are manageable. Man, I wish he tune that down a little bit. Like I think it should be like 1,500, right? Because he gave us 30 days. He knew it would take about a week to 2 weeks to get the first batch of quests done. You know, Commando Chick, if you wanted to summon a couple more at once, I wouldn't mind. What's up, Nielsen? How you doing? How's your day coming along? Yeah, you're welcome to join. Here, I'll grab you a code right now. We're actually going to have a... Oh. Am I on the wrong server? I am. Give me 1 second so I can switch servers real quick. I'll post the link in chat after the alts come in real quick. Just give it like a minute. Just have to grab the code and do this real quick. Commands, set priv, server. There we go. And let me move this over here. There we go. Okay, I'll drop the link for you right now, brother. Grinding on some randoms account? Server feels good. This one does at least. No, so slow. Seriously, need some more haste sources. He says running Mach speed. M single 1 through 6. Very strange name to run. Okay, we got our 10 stacks. Just a quick refresh. Oh, Stream Deck is down. Hold on. 1 second. Let me start Stream Deck. I'm too lazy to use my stingers. Rather have a macro do it for me. That's what it's for. Hello, hello. Okay. All right, there we go. Make sure that it's working. Okay, we're good to go. This man gifted Puppy Bee instead of the bear or digital bee. Why? He must really have wanted those levels, right? Set up. There we go. Now I have it. Okay, refresh our stacks. Let's get going. Kill the mega. What are you doing, bees? Stacks are looking fine. Man, if you guys don't have a macro setup, and I'm not even talking about Natro, I'm talking about like an actual macro system. Oh man. Make certain things a breeze. Too bad it can't compensate for bad skill jumps though. Need to refresh my stacks, otherwise I'm doomed. Hey, Precise, you want to hook it up? Precise? Any Precise? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, if I don't refresh that, it's an instant game over. As you can see, my stingers are perfectly timed. No downtime between. It's all thanks to a macro. I'm gonna have macro setups. The current one that I have set up on Discord that I am going to be pimping out really soon. It's mostly done. I just got to do some testing. I'll have it posted tomorrow. That's a guarantee. It's a promise. But the one that I currently have is for Steam Deck. If you use something called Super Macro, it'll do something like run your stingers. I can make other ones too. But essentially, if you really wanted to, you could just copy and paste it for other systems. And I'll show how to set up the delay and everything. So if you ever wondered what the pros use for handling all their buffs and stuff, that's how we do it. You don't want to be... That's a fail. You don't want to be spending too much time trying to find your keys, make sure your uptime is going or anything. Like the moment I turn this on, I know exactly what my singer's going to do. I don't have to watch it. I don't have to do anything. And to turn it off, I just press the button again and you'll see it'll run out. And yeah, that way you don't waste any. How can you macro on iPad? Does Mac have any? I don't think iPad has any good macros. You can macro on mobile devices, and I'm pretty sure there is something you can do, but I'm pretty sure you would have to do all of it yourself, like the setup and everything. I know there's some complex like phone macro setups that people do, where they actually run two macros that interlace with each other, such as the pattern and stuff like that. But as far as actual like normal, like I press a button and it goes, there's nothing along those lines, sadly. I know for a lot of players, it's like a big hindrance, right? Because they want to play, they want to progress too. And they see everyone's using macros all the time, and they feel like that's the main thing holding them back. It can be very disheartening. But there is ways. There's always a way to do something, but the amount of effort you would have to put into it would suck. Go ahead and turn it back on. Kill the Mega! What are you doing? Kill it! Stop! Kill it! Thank you. So for example, if I wanted to, I can run like oils, extracts, and stuff like that, all set up on their timer. The only problem with doing all those is they take up a lot of space. It's not going to call it from your inventory or anything like that, sadly. Though I could probably set something up like that. I just don't think that it's worth it. Most of the time you just want to run super smoothies either way. You can use that man's robo party if I need. If you want me to help out with it, I wouldn't mind whatsoever. I was talking about earlier when I first started the stream that I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish BBM. I'm at that point where I'm doing the math. I need about 170 buffs a day. And that's assuming I get on every day to do them. Kinda tight. Though I don't really mind. A lot of people are very discouraged about this year's BBM. They feel like it's a lot of work for pretty much nothing. Which is kind of weird because that's the grand achievement, right? Getting BBM done. It's gonna be really tight. Need to focus down the cog turrets. Should be fine if they decide to attack anything. Oh my gosh. They didn't want to do their job for a minute. That was looking brutal. Okay, next up we have this one right here. It is easier than last year, but the BBM is the main problem that we're looking at with this year. So again, like last year, BBM was brutal and all that, but the main problem is like the party buffs. It's just a time constraint. It's not necessarily anything that's like skill or grindy. It's time wise, it's brutal. Okay, let's go ahead and start the next one. All right, kill the mega. Kill the mega. Thank you. Like the main problem I'm personally having with my with the BBM doing the party stuff is, man, it's costly on the stingers. So I run, that man has every game pass and pack in the game. Well, some people like really have fun with the game. They have the money to splurge. Nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people try and talk crap about like the pay to win or whatever, but BSS is not really pay to win, right? Pretty sure everyone can agree to that. As far as pay to win goes, like Bee Swarm Simulator is very light on that issue. Kill the turrets. What are you guys doing? Bees, please. All right, need a precise. That was close. That was a horrible timed gummy morph. Gonna need to do another wing here. Yeah, PSX is a joke. I would never play their game because of how like they're very blatant about it. It's very malicious. You will never see me do any content about that game. Like they couldn't pay me enough to do that. It's predatory. I'm all down for, you know, some pay to win features or whatever, because a business got to be a business, right? And so when a person or a developer puts a lot of work into something, like, I get it, you know, especially if it's a very non-competitive game, who cares? But PSX is like notorious for it. Like, I'm pretty sure their devs just scream, give us money, right? All right, and I think this is the last one I have on cooldown. We'll check here in a second. I'm pretty sure it is, because I think we went to 2, and then we went to the sun. Yep. Okay, good. Let's get a little bit of haste and re-oil up. Lather up in oil so we can be slick and quick. Man, oil is so underutilized too. I never used oil until I started doing these party events and stick bugs. Okay. Turn that back on. But man, oil is awesome. Get a quick refresh. Normally I'd go straight to bamboo, but we're gonna take this route. I'll come down to bamboo after pine. Because usually when I see it set up like this, it means that it'll look something like pumpkin, cactus, maybe mountaintop, and then you'll have something on like pineapple stump. Usually. Go ahead and use some gummies, why not? It's a rank 25. Want to get that morph. A quick refresh. Oh boy, Gummy Star, let's go. This dude is broke. Which dude? Me? Yeah, I got no stingers, man. I'm broke. Beyond broke. Like I said, pine, stump, and then bamboo. I think that's all of them too. Pretty chill. I think we're gonna get our morph on. Yeah, we're gonna. No, this account I'm on is so broke. How is it broke? If dude bought every pack, he should be loaded. Right? Tons of waxes and stuff. Okay, down to the last 5. We should get our morph and then destroy the entire field. This would be a perfect time for a morph. Okay, kill these ones. Get them, boys. Easy dub. See, right there, I got about 50 on a run, right? So say if I do 3, that's 150. That seems doable, actually. If I do 4 runs, that's 200. Right? And let's say during the nighttime or times that I'm off, if I auto clicker and let it run on the party thing to de-level it, it should be fine. Honestly, it should be doable. Oh man, I'm gonna have to play this game a lot. Ew. I think that's what Onet was planning, to be honest. Onet has like some ridiculous requirements this year on the party buff. And you can't macro it. Has no loaded dice, no fruits, no royal jellies, no drives, no purple potion, no extract. What? What level is it? Hold on, I gotta check this out. It's a... Oh, bro. Oh. Oh. You gotta tell your man, bro. You gotta tell your man not to waste all his honey on royal jelly. You see what he's doing, right? He's pumping all his honey into Royal Jelly to try and get mythics. He's trying to be Blue Hive. And I guarantee you he doesn't have SSA yet. Man, that's going to be brutal. Man, that is brutal. Yeah, if you want to run a robo party, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, you got to tell him don't stop rolling for the blue mythics. Tell him that's after SSA. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Yeah, I could tell already. He used all his resources trying to go blue. Too early. Yeah, he has Diamond Star, but if you look at the hive, so here, let me show you what I see. Well, I'll show you after. So when I looked at his hive, I can kind of show it from here. So Diamond is 30 bees, right? But over 15 of his bees are like blue mythics, like blue hive fill outs. Maybe it's 10. I might be a little bit exaggerating on the 15. But anyways. Oh, rank 2? Smooth. We'll rush through this. Breezy. Don't even need stingers. He has a lot of mythic blue bees. So he rolled all his gifted mythics off. He spent all his honey on trees trying to level it up. That's the play though. To be honest, that's the play. I tell people all the time. The best way to go through the game, especially during mid game, is you get your mythic bees and stay as a mixed hive, right? And you fill it out. So what ends up happening is the last 2 bees that you need for your SSA are from the star egg, right? That way he would have SSA at 38 bees. Right now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 42 bees. And out of the 42 bees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them are duplicate mythics, or 6 of them are duplicate mythics. Most of his bees were less than 9. Yeah, that's... He doesn't macro, does he? Does he macro? He probably made some friends on, has some friends that play Bee Swarm Simulator. And so he's trying to catch up. So he's trying to get the hive layout or composition that he sees his friends are using. That's what I'm thinking. Because right now, SSA looks difficult for him. No? SSA looks kind of difficult. When he goes to transition to a blue hive though, super easy, smooth sailing. Super easy. But right now, trying to get that SSA, because he dumped a lot of his mythics. He has duplicate gifted bees too. Like he can roll off one of the bombers. I think that might be the only one. I'm gonna type in stream chat. Yeah, no problem. I have it up. I leave it up at all times. I want to be able to see what's going on with the stream. I try and read both chats, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, he could dump the he can dump the gifted bomber. Let's see exactly what he's missing. Should you roll gifted bees with royal jelly to try and get SSA? 100%, but let's see what broski's missing. He's missing a brave bee. You can tell right off the bat. Didn't even have to look that hard. He got the bumble. He got cool. He got the haste. The looker, rad. Rascal. He needs a stubborn and a brave from the rare bees, which honestly isn't that bad. Like when you have like gifted rares, no sweat, right? No biggie. The main one is the legendaries. And I see he only has 2 gifted legendaries, which worries me. He does, however, have the digital beast super early, and he has bear beast, so that opens up two slots, right? But that would technically be like the 2 mythic bees that you would get from the star eggs. But he has a fuzzy right there, and he has a tadpole and a buoyant available too. Gifted brave, that's the play. Oh, you replaced the duplicate too? The duplicate bomber? That was good. Honestly, what I would do to help Broski out is kill the Crimson and Cobalt until the rest of the event bees are gifted. Run, get him the baby bees. The hell, my ult is killing the... No, ult, bad ult. Go ahead and get your hits in, and then I'll step in. Okay. Now that everyone tagged it. Yeah, what I would do for the broski, kill the Crimson and Cobalt, because they're not going to be that great for him right now anyways. Maybe get like, either roll for gifted bees. He already had a gifted brave bee. Yeah, of course. He got the rolls on some of them, or probably even a lot of them, but got rid of it. Yeah. A lot of people make that mistake to get rid of their gifted bees, but if you do it too early, it just makes Star Egg harder. Duplicate brave. Do you need me to move? Here, I'll move for you. Got nothing on it? That's fine. The Crimson and Cobalt don't really do much anyways. They're not even that good until you gift them. And they're only good as gifted in a mixed hive. Use all his royal jelly. Tell you what, you tell me where you want to farm. I'll put a alt number 2 down. That's the one with, I think, 3 fuzzies. I would definitely try and fill out and get the rest of the gifted bees so you can do the double star egg. Right? When you hit that number 38, you double star egg and you'd be able to finish. Supreme Ant. That's actually pretty good. For his hive composition, that's pretty good. Especially considering you said he wasn't even level 9 yet, right? Yeah, bro needs to get those gifted bees. Just to close out the deal with a star egg. The fact that he has like 3... Wait, oh, he even has gifted precise. I didn't even notice that right off the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 of the mythics available. So that does cut down a lot of the issues. Do you think that Ona is being super generous with the terps? Yeah, he's always been very generous with turpentine during the Beesmas. Yeah, I hope you have a good night too, right? Literally not sleeping. He wants to be blue, but the amulet has red and white pollen on it. So he probably had blue pollen beforehand, and then he saw a Supreme amulet and just picked it up, right? A lot of people do that. They'll pick an upgraded amulet just because it's upgraded, rather than prioritizing the stats. I mean, bro has Diamond Star Amulet. It could be worse, right? It could 100% be worse. Within like, if you were to macro within a week, you could easily fix that and get your Supreme Star Amulet easily, super easily. And no glitter. Yeah, but I mean, he was probably rolling moon amulets, right? So he doesn't have a lot of moon charms. How's his moon amulet? You feel like you should go red? Maybe. I'm working on gingerbread for 50 smoothies because I want to open this 16 gift box when I get Tide Popper. Ray, are you done with BBM? You already got it prepped? I don't know anyone that's opened the 16 gift box. I want to know what's in it. I want to know if I'm stressing about getting BBM done and it's not warranted. So if you go to open it, not yet, very close. If you open it, let me know. Take a screenshot for me if you could, please. 5% bond and 93% pineapple pollen. That's not bad. That's really not bad. If with the 93% pineapple pollen, it maxed out as 150. I have like a 148 right now. But at 93, he could sit on pineapple patch for honey. Pineapple patch is pretty goated. I actually love pineapple patch. Do I have Discord even? Yeah, it's almost done actually. I just need to test it. I could send you, you know what, guys? I'll throw it in the description right now. Like it's pretty much ready. It's like, it's probably ready. I have a habit about testing things, but that's it right there. I'll throw it in the description of the video too. So if anyone wants to jump in on the Discord, get verified. I'm still making changes to it. I have E, aka Salad, on there. He was the guy that I was streaming with the other day. He's a good friend of mine. Pretty cool dude. I have sorry, it's gonna loop that real quick. I had to open up a new tab. But anyways, he's a pretty cool dude. He's there right now. He thinks it's pretty good. It's like 5 mythic eggs. See, I don't care for the turpentine. I mean, I have petal and heat treated. I just need the hydroponic. Yeah, the honey day is guaranteed. It's always been part of the Mondo gift box. But the thing is, may not be worth it though. For the rest of it, it doesn't seem worth. It feels very lackluster. You know what I mean? Like gifted bee eggs, yeah, sure, that's good for like wins. But besides, or the mythic eggs, it's good for wins. Besides that, it's garbage. Like I don't care for it. Planter plenty, yeah, I know. But you're gonna get most of the turpentine from doing your planters. Might donate a silver egg. If you're going to boost, let me know. I will set the fuzzy alt over there and I'll give you a spare supreme saturated. You have 2 supreme saturated. Also, I'll use snowflakes for you too. I got plenty of snowflakes. So the hell is that alt doing? You got a 6-time pine? All right. Let me grab alt 2. I'll grab the booster. Man, I really can't wait until he's level 20. Once he's level 20, man, and he's full-blown fuzzy, oh, so good. It's gonna be so good. Like, I'm tempted to run them as a fuzzy now, but I would have to have enough to re-roll them back into a blue hive. It's the only problem with that. I'll set them in center, or actually, you know what? Upper left is cool. And, okay. There you go, brother. Alt's heading over there right now. I guess he wants to convert a balloon real quick. Alts be funny, man. That's the one thing about if you use Natro instead of Jitbit. I mean, I guess I could turn off the balloon thing. He's almost done anyways. Let's get that boosted a little better. I'm also like 14k away from getting my additional festive beans. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. It kind of sucks that they have an hour cooldown because they would be really nice to burn out on like a major boost during Honey Day. Instead, you end up having to spread them out. All right, he's taking the cannon right now. I hate Bucko, man. I don't have enough blue bees for Bucko. Get you some gumdrops. Fill it with goo. Another saturator on the field. See if I can get a festive mark down for you too. Yeah, I haven't done the VCs yet. So the way the main purpose of that Discord is for pretty much me and E are going to set it up for our streams and stuff, right? And so as far as VCs go, I don't know if I'm gonna make it like specifically for BSS. I know a lot of this stuff, like once you've verified with Rover, you'll see like a lot of the BSS channels and stuff like that. And I plan to expand on it more, so there's more stuff that's going to be available later on. But as of right now, it's just mainly Bee Swarm Simulator. Has the Natro Discord in there, of course, and yada yada. Do I think you would make more with 6 times? Maybe. Oh man, seeing a dead gummy star is like brutal. You know what? Considering the amount of tadpoles, plus I have tadpoles, it might be better to do bamboo. Like, bamboo's not terrible. If only you had Popstar. If you had Popstar, man, that'd be killer. get a refund on some of my gumdrops. If you want, I can set them over on bamboo. Wouldn't be that hard. Oh man, it's no problem whatsoever. If you want to swap to bamboo, that's perfectly fine. I'd rather have you get the most out of your boost than make you feel like you're making me do slightly more work. Like I don't mind. Yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, give me like 1 second so I can swap over. Grab this bad boy. And put him down. And now he'll do his thing. See? So you can do the math on like the difference from yesterday and today in Robo Party Blessings. Right now I'm missing 633. You think it was 996. So that would be 363. So you managed to farm out 363 in one day. That's really good. How many runs did you do? Plenty of 3 full lobbies. Yeah, but like with lag, right? As long as your friends or the group that you're running with is able to clear it, the drops still count for you. So the major difference between like the kill count and just helping with the RBC parties or even the buffs, the drops will happen globally. So I'll have alts that don't even start the RBC macroing on Pine, and they'll pick up all the buffs as well. So if I want to boost like all my alts, I can actually time them 45 minutes apart. And what ends up happening is they end up getting the stacks too, which is pretty good. I mean, it just sucks to lag in general, but the pro side, as long as you guys complete it, you'll get all the stats. And most of the stacks actually come from the end too. So like if I complete a RBC 29, it's like 30 stacks, right? Versus like the amount you'll get from mobs is probably along the lines of like 5 to 10. Yeah, it's crazy. Like if I want to boost my numbers, I could easily boost it by an additional 50% just by spreading out the buff. Am I going to be sweaty like that? No, I just want to get the BBM thing done, to be honest. I'm so over BBM already, and I just started last weekend. BBM is not fun. Personally, I think like BBM is like the antithesis of like not fun gaming. Like it's like, hey, you know what you guys really should do? Get like 2,500 stacks of this brand new party buff thing that you'll average around like 10 each. And then you need to do that within the next like 2 weeks. Like, bro. Well, yeah, last year it was a lot of RNG. I didn't even get to do BBM last year because I stopped playing right before part 2 like started. And I was just like, cuz I was burnt out. So I used to stream B-Storm Simulator a lot. And it was getting a lot of traction, but a lot of the people that would show up was like a lot of negative stuff, you know. Oh, I don't have a lot of experience with BBM. I remember what the quests looked like, and I remember Sprouts being the bane of the existence, right? It was so much RNG, a lot of people were like hating everything about it. That's why like Onet made the promise that he wasn't gonna do heavy RNG, which he fulfilled. This year isn't RNG, it's just like a lot of grinding. And it's not something that you could just like full blown just grind out. It's like you're around the clock every 3 hours. You have to get on and, you know, do your robo party buff. It could have been worse. The rest of the quest is ridiculously easy. I mean, of course, I have a problem with it because the convert at Hive is going to be a pain. But besides that, yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fine quest. Yeah, it is heavily time gated. And someone brought it up earlier. They were like, "Oh, what's your opinion about like YouTubers abusing the fact that they're YouTubers and like leeching off of people?" And I'm like the exact opposite. Like people ask all the time, like, "Oh, do you want the RBC buff?" It's like, well, if you want me to help you with it, like I'm more than happy to take it, but I'm not gonna sit there and ask a bunch of people for it, right? Like if Broski, I'm sitting here helping the Broski buff or get some honey, and someone came in like, "Oh, kick someone out so I can give you the RBC," I'd be like, "Nah, dude, I'm good." like a lot of these YouTubers, they'll like shrill out for stuff like that. I can't do it, man. That's way too toxic. A lot of parasitic behavior. Honestly, like with 4 cooldowns, it's still manageable. You know what I mean? That's why I don't mind nearly as much as like a lot of other people too. Oh, did he go back on Pine? The power of the internet. Yeah, for real. Let me fix his thing. I don't know why he switched. Maybe he had a full bag. Well, I just think like I would expect more from a lot of the BSS YouTubers. You know, it's known as a grindy game. Like a lot of other games, like a lot of people are talking about like Blocks Fruit or something like that. It's like some game based off of the One Piece franchise. Apparently has like a super toxic community. But I hear they're just as bad. Or they're actually even worse. They'll sit there and like try and group up, gank people all day. It's like, bro, relax. It's just a game. If only Marks worked on other people. You'd be stacked right now, brother. Oh, whoops. I missed it. It's fine. Oh, Blocks Fruit is toxic. It has so many hackers. I'm not surprised. I see skids everywhere, man. Me and my kid would go to play a game and turn around and like we're in a game with a bunch of people that are just like talking mad crap, and they're just skids too. They're like, I'm elite hacker, blah 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 blah. It's like, bro, chill. Like, I know you're a skid. I get it. You found a little script on Reddit. Like, it's all right. It's okay, brother. It's not that big of a deal. People get serious. Oh, snap. Got a red hive. See if I could take a peek at what he got going. How stacked is it? Oh, he didn't claim yet. I can't peek. Do I know them? No. Ah, good old gumdrop rebates. You expect grind, but they literally don't grind at all. They just get humans to just come to their private server. What? For Blocks Fruit or what? Also, I plan to have the private server, the YouTube server posted. So for the YouTube server, like I already have like a, I think it might be posted already. Let me check. Oh, hold up. Yes, it is posted. So it's posted and typically everyone went B-Swarm. Yeah, so like one of the pretty bad. Nah, you should probably be fine. You got a dark scythe. Red hives do well. The YouTube private server that I have, well, the private server that I have listed as YouTube. Once we build the community up, I would love for people to use it all the time. Just no macro, right? Because I want it to be available for anyone to just use to help each other out or whatever. I know like some people they'll just use their own private server, but a lot of people don't have that available for them. You know what I mean? So I have 2 private servers. The BSS one will be public for anyone that's part of the Discord. Easy clap. You're using this dude's private server? You can't pay. Yeah, I mean, the private servers aren't that expensive, right? It's just like whenever you have the Roblox available, you can list it. I plan to have both my personal one, which I'm using for my macros and stuff like that. And I can't have the one I use for my personal use listed because my alts are going to claim Hive slots and I don't want them jumping around and getting messed up. But I do want the one listed as YouTube, the server we're in now, to be for anyone that's part of the Discord to link up or anything like that. Because, you know, a lot of people complain they jump on a public server and no one wants to hang out, no one wants to play. And if we build the community big enough, I mean, that YouTube server could be it, you know. Because I really don't want people just using it for their macro. It's like, come on, man. If you want a macro, get your own. Like, for people to hang out, I think it's cool. That way it's not laggy or anything like that. And if anyone goes, oh, can you reset the server? I can reset the server and make it available for anyone. Be super chill. So the server we're in right now is actually listed on the Discord. I'll make sure that it's up to date too. Typically what I'll do is like after stream, I reset the URL and then I'll post it. So it clears out the, whatever. And that way, if someone goes back on one of the videos and goes to check, they're not gonna whatever. But since now on, after this stream, all like if people are gonna join, it's gonna have to be through the Discord. So people will have to go onto the Discord, sign up, get the private server from there and join that way. That way the private server isn't just listed to someone looking for private servers to join. Because that was happening a lot when I used to stream back in the day. Like I would have a private server listed and people that don't even watch the stream jump on. But then the issue comes from you're going to have enough private servers for people who can't get private servers. I mean, if we get that big, I mean, some other people might post private servers for public use too. Like I have it listed on there that if you have a private server that you want to share with the community, let me know, right? Because I know there's going to be a lot, like there's a lot of endgame players that just, they're burnt out. They got nothing to do. So they want to hang out with other players and stuff, you know? I would like the game to be much more than just Beesmas, you know, have an actual community going. I feel like that's one thing BSS lacks because everyone just macros all day. Not enough people hanging out. Not gonna lie, man. Red looks sick. There might be a universe out there if I went red instead of white. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ray. A lot of people, like, after Beesmas is done, they're just they leave, right? And so this, like, the population of people playing BSS after Beesmas gone. Another thing I was talking about too is by next year, I want to set up a BSS squad. And by squad, I mean like a group of players to help people out with Beesmas. Just in case of an update midsummer. I don't know if they're gonna, I think Onet might slide one more update real quick because he promised the Cocoa Bell. I got bored of blue. Yeah, so does Burp said the exact same thing. A lot of blue players are leaving blue, man. People are tired of playing blue. Blue is boring. You just macro. Level 17, Red Hive. Looking fancy. Missing a few gifted, but it looks good. You're running 4 carps? Or was it 5? No, it's 4. Are you keeping up on the baby love? Do you feel that 3 baby bees is enough? I feel the same way. But some people may say I'm biased because I have digital bee. But I feel like 3 is enough when you don't macro. Yeah, I know Elol turned white. And then he had Mikey jump on his account for the 10T boost. You don't macro? I bug run. I bug run and planters. Everything like boost, like gathering and stuff, it's a waste of time. I don't gather. Can't wait to go red and be in that squad. You know what? Like, I want to get a... Okay, listen. It's not going to be like a 6-man team where it's like, oh, we're going to tackle BSS together. I mean, a squad of elites helping people get through the game. You know what I mean? Helping people get through Beesmas. And I don't mean like, oh, we're going to carry a bunch of level 5s through. No, 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 no. Like, there's a lot of people that have difficulty tackling like some of the issues such as like, let's say next year we have to do stick bug, right? Turning red once you have level 20 bees. It's a pretty good plan. Boost just ran out. Alrighty. Alt still makes decent honey on blue or on bamboo. Ray, want to see something cool? This is something I can say that a lot of people can't. So if we go into my badges, very typically, we're going to scroll down. Right? Barely about to hit 1T. Barely. All my grinding, cocoa, pineapple, spider. I've never been blue. My alts are blue, but I've never played blue on my main. I didn't start macroing until after I picked up Gummy Baller. You have a really bad amount of playtime. If you look at my playtime, I just got my playtime Grandmaster badge. And I've been macroing for a month. So, I mean, actually 2 months now. I've been macroing for 2 months. So, Yeah. My playtime is really low. Yeah, blue is vibe. I 100% agree. That's why my alts are blue, right? It's chill. They just do their own thing and they make honey. You know what I mean? This one's almost caught up to my main. Well, the difference between 17 and 18 is kind of big, but I also haven't boosted this week because I've been using all my damn stingers on the party. Is it good that you made 1B from that? Considering you're level 10? Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's pretty good. That's solid for level 10, man. That's solid. That's really solid. We tend to do bluff for festive bean. Yeah, I mean, like for me, like blue is kind of chill. The main problem I have with blue is I feel like it shouldn't make as much as it does as a macro. And I've suggested this before. Okay, so let me spit an idea to you guys. What if, you know how everyone complains about Tide Popper, right? Like everyone complains about Tide Popper all the time. They say it's like, man, it's not that great. Once you first pick it up, it doesn't feel like that is a big deal. In fact, some people lose honey, blah, 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 right? So let me spit this for you. What if a rework on Tide Popper, okay? The rework keeps everything that it does, except it has a wave, right? I know you're probably imagining the one it already has, but this wave, call it a rolling wave buff, right? And if you follow the direction of the wave, because it switches directions, it'll have like an arrow on the ground that you just follow and it builds up. And once it reaches its maximum size, or you build it up after like say 10 seconds, it splashes from one side of the field to the other back and forth. And so it actually has like an impactful amount of honey. It pops a ton of bubbles. It's amazing, right? But on the flip, blue gets a nerf to its macro, right? Like tone down their overall, but you supply that buff, it weakens the macro, but it makes endgame blue a hell of a lot better. Because in my opinion, endgame blue is terrible. It's actually terrible. Like anyone that's endgame blue can't keep up with red or white to save their life. But mid game, it's too strong because of its macro potential. So having something like rolling wave, something that you have to follow, right? It's very mechanically like required, really hard to set up a macro without having like a good OCR and a lot of processing to actually read it. You know what I mean? So it's not something that they're going to have set up for macro. Meanwhile, anyone that goes to boost on blue, way better. I would love to see blue get buffed in a way that makes it so their boosting potential is better. Meanwhile, bring down their macro. Like a lot of people complain about blue macro. He says with 2 blue high volts. What do you give us? Scorpion, spiders, mantis, sunflower. Ooh. I wish that counted. I'll quote contemplation. So I mean, everyone knows contemplation. He plays the game once a month. Contemplation. He plays the game once a month, right? The only time he jumps on is if his balloon blessing falls down, right? If it falls off, then he has to get on and do another boost. But outside of that, he doesn't play. Of course, with the Robo Party thing going on, he has to play right now. But typically for Beesmas and outside of Beesmas, he only jumps on once to do a big boost, get the Bloom Blessing stack, and then after that, he leaves it. And that's the main problem, because manual boosting on blue is not that good. It's only good to do like maybe once or twice to get your balloon blessing up. Outside of that, it's almost unnecessary. Oh man, I can't wait until the snail's up. Wait, which one is that? Who is that? Oh, hold on. Let me bring him back over here. He needs to kill that snail. Should you buy 1K royal jelly and roll gifted bees again? How much is the 43rd hive slot? See, it's a very sticky situation for you, right? How far is he from SSA? Is he close? A red hive with a snail up? What is this? 4 billion? Damn. That's too expensive. You know, how close is he? Because if he's 30 out of 40, then 9 Bs away. Don't AFK anymore or play so much so your snail isn't dead. That's fair. Nine Bs. Well, because he's probably chilling. You know what I mean? He only gets on to do his regular stuff. Snail takes a minute, you know, even for a red hive. Around like level 17. Until you're like late game red hive with it, like full gifted hive, and then you got your good, you know, stick bug, your good cog. Like it still takes a minute. I think rolling the 1K. I think levels, to be honest. I think the play might be levels. Because yes, you could roll the 1K royal jellies and you might get a little bit closer, but it's not going to get you the SSA. Meanwhile, the levels itself is a guaranteed increase, right? That's how I'm processing it. I would dump it into levels. Because I don't think getting those gifted bees is going to be a huge upgrade. Now, if you were to do it, I'd understand the logic. But I think right now, like your income generation could be a lot better once you increase the levels on it. He's lagging big time on levels. When I had 38 hive slots, my bees were level 12. You got 100K treats. Honestly, I think it's the play. Plus, I think you said he gifted the puppy bee too. Right? Yeah, he has a gifted puppy. I think it's worth level him up, man. Having the gifted puppy means all the honey that you spend on treats is 20% more. It's huge. It's huge, huge. That's big money. Man, I don't know why people complain about diamond eggs. My alt has so many extra diamond eggs. It's not even funny. Yeah, it's better. I'll pick it up. And then let me turn off snail real quick. Okay. I think levels are just going to be big. 1B from full level 10 hive. Yeah. It's just levels, man. Levels during mid game are huge. Because you got to realize like it's a 10% increase every level. And levels during the early to mid game, super dirt cheap. Like ultra dirt cheap. One of these days I need to pick up a dark scythe. Only have a few rare eggs, but half of them are mythic eggs. Probably because you save them to boost and you never want to use them to boost because you feel like you're never going to get your full value out of it. Because that's how I feel. I struggle to spend my eggs, man. Like it's hard for me. Like it's legitimately hard for me to spend my eggs to boost. Like, what am I sitting on right now? Let's just take a peek. Gifted diamond. Gifted gold, silver. 1 mythic egg. You know what I mean? It's always at that situation where you feel like you want to maximize everything you have. You know, we kind of learned that earlier in the game. Like, Onet drills it into us. It makes us regret spending anything. And so by the time we're late game, we don't spend anything. And so we hold our progression off. You know what I mean? Like we're so scared to spend it. We're like, man, you know what? If I do this now, it's not going to be worth it. But hear me out. If I wait like 2 weeks, this mythic egg would be worth extra honey. You know what I mean? Like it's a catch-22. You feel damned to do and damned to don't. I need to spend my glitters more. Welcome, welcome. See a lot of blue players boost without nectar. Why? You guys want to see what's in my blender? My blender has like a pretty long cooldown right now. It's not even gumdrops. I know most people would be like, oh, you're making gumdrops. Bruh. Try 40 hours of making blue extracts. It was like 45 hours of blue extracts. Probably because they switched. They just switched. I mean, probably. But typically when you go to macro, right? You're gonna have your planters on. The only if anyone needs this, oh, it's just me and you. What's the other name? Evie, do you need this stinger on spider? If I touch it, it's also gonna instant die, so. Alright, I'm gonna poke it. I'm poking it. I missed out on that one stinger, man. I warned you. I'm so behind on stingers. It's so bad, man. Listen, I used to have 700 stingers. Ever since this party thing, gone. And I macro stingers every night. Every night I macro stingers. I just use so much because of the party thing, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how much they're demanding. You won't boost for like several months. You have like a 30-second delay on stream? Is the delay that bad? Let me refresh. Let me check. It is bad. You know what? We might actually have to switch to Twitch. Kind of sad to say. Yours is still ranked 15. How? Oh, I see 15 stinger. Oh, no. No, or, oh, it's 5. But still, no. No, it's not you. It's YouTube. I have it set to ultra low, but it doesn't, it still lags. Ticket, field dice, micro, swirl. I don't care anything but that swirl. Please let this be swirl. Yes! Give me the free swirl. Oh man, that worried me. Can't get back into the account. I'm supposed to grind on. So I'm oh yeah. Bring your main. Evie, you want to do stick bug? Don't worry, I'll wait the 30 seconds. It's so laggy, man. YouTube is terrible. Your main sucks. Nah, man, it just takes time. Get one of each gifted B, you'll be fine. Trust me. The thing is, you just need one of each gifted B. Right? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, hold on. You just need one of each gifted bee. Focus on leveling and hive slots. That's all mid game is. All right, let's slap him. Instant death. You have skill issues? It's okay. Me too. If only Gummy Morph lasted longer. If Gummy Morph lasted longer, White would deal as much damage as Red. I don't know how that was faster. Is that honestly faster? Running to the slingshot is faster than just jumping up the stairs? Really? What the heck? That's not real, right? I got trolled by that. That's not real. Yeah, if you want to play Blocks Fruit, go ahead, brother. Appreciate you coming around. Sounds good. One of these days, I think I might need to invest more time into Blocks Fruit. But so far, my experience with Blocks Fruit has been like negative. It looks like it could be fun. I don't care about the whole One Piece aspect. The game itself looks like it could be fun. And that's the main thing. No. Are you in second C? I don't know what that means. You suck at block fruit. Is there much to suck at? I just heard it grinds, man. I heard it's just really grindy. Right? No. I'm like, I have like a level 24 what's it called? I just unlocked helicopter. Like the very first move you get is like twisted punch or something like that. And then it deals no damage. It's like 5 damage. The katana and cutlass are just better. But I wanted to level it up because it seemed like there was a lot more to it than the cutlass and katana. And so after leveling it to 24, I can now fly. I hate Mundo. He's so obnoxious at times. He knows all the right times to spawn to make it the most or least convenient. Second time dying. Noob. Why he no die? He die. Okay. I'll go get Stump real quick and then I'll come to Pumpkin. Do I have a fruit? Yes. The fruit is the reason why I can fly. It's man, I really wish I remember the fruit. It's super cheap. Like ultra cheap. I think it was like 5K. It's not the very first available option. I think it's like, man, I want to say the third option. I think it's the third option. But anyways, it's like it deals no damage. Like I regret like last hitting with the damn fruit because it man, all it did was like make me fly. Is it sand light? I can't remember. Honestly, if you said the name, I probably wouldn't be able to remember. So it has like, it has one ability that spin. Yes, spin. It's spin. It's spin. Sorry, there's a lag time. But anyways, so with spin, like your very first move deals no damage. And then your second move is flying, which is kind of cool. But it's not that great. Nah, it's spin. Yeah, guys, we might be moving over. You'll get me better fruit. The only time I play is with my kid. And when my kid's at my house, I do not stream. I spend my whole time focusing on him. Which, funny enough, we play Roblox. Because that's his jam. The only reason why I play Roblox is because he wants to play Roblox. Otherwise, I would be playing like Slay the Spire or sitting on Blender all day. Yeah. I appreciate the offer, but... So like, the part we're at, you're just killing the Gorilla King over and over again. And personally, I have no clue what we're supposed to do next. All I know is every like level freaking 300 plus and its mom with like a 12 trillion bounty wants to gank me and my kid. Is he a B gamer? His account is right there. I macro on my son's account. Because he plays on the tablet, he can't macro himself. So of course his dad's gonna do it for him, right? Kind of garbo. I mean, it just feels like there's nothing else. You know, that's my main problem with it is like we go to play the game. Everyone just sits there. Yeah, and it's all the high levels and stuff. You know what I mean? And so they'll sit there and they're like, oh, this guy just started playing. Let's go gank him. It's like, bro, I used to play WoW. You know, like we had a dishonorable kill system. Used to macro dungeon quests. You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff OGs used to do. Like on WoW, I used to multi-box. If you guys know what that is, I can demonstrate multi-boxing for you guys. Would you guys like to see what multi-boxing is like? Here, let me show you what multi-boxing is like. It will be very interesting for you guys. Let me just check for stingers real quick. This is probably going to blow your mind. I don't have to load up a new program or anything like that. So let me just pick up the let me find Vicious on Pepper, by the way. If you want Vicious B. Hold on. Pepper. Vicious Boy. There we go. Since there's lag time, I might as well just type it out. Oh man, when you guys see this, woo! Alrighty. Let's reset this boy. Reset that boy. Reset that boy. Reset that boy. Okay. And where did I put it? There it is. You guys ready? Oh man, if only you guys knew. If only you guys knew. Close that out. All right. Yeah. Bet you guys never seen that before, huh? You guys ever seen that? Hold on, let me prep them all back up. Because they have different movement speeds, it's a little buggy right now. But yeah, you think the other YouTubers have shown you some cool stuff? Trust me, there's a lot more. This is just like the beginning level kind of stuff. Nope. Well, it's Microsoft. So you can have, if you have an RDP set up, it won't work with VMware. And it won't work with VMware because all instances of inputs are separate. I mean, technically you could probably set it up for VMware. But if you have RDP, you can set it so the input gets sent to all your RDPs. So I could have 6 Hive slots, right? Filled with everyone with the same movement speed. I would have to kill haste generators, but you can have an army. Flat out. The only problem is like you gotta resync every now and then, right? Find a corner, tuck it in. We got a stray. We have a stray, gotta bring him back to the herd. So if I wanted to cheese RBC, oh, trust me, I could cheese it. Like 100% I can cheese it. But yeah, the inputs are a little bit funky at first because the camera sync is a little bit different between all the units. But yep. Okay, enough of that. What helps with that is shift lock. So if you run shift lock, it can help keep them synced. But yeah. Wait, why isn't that one doing anything? Oh, he got confused. There he goes. But yeah, I plan on revealing some secrets of the kind of stuff you can do that's 100% legitimate, right? Like, I couldn't get reset for that because it's literally just me sending the input to all 4 clients. There's nothing wrong with that. Scare some people with that? I could. Could you imagine like 4 people joining your public server and then all 4 of them are chasing you? And they're all 4 perfectly synced? It would blow some people's mind, you know? I plan to troll Mikey with it. So if any of you talk to Mikey, don't snitch. But one of these days I plan on joining Mikey and freaking him out with it. I know that would blow Mikey's mind. He's seen some cool stuff, but like that's like so off the wall random. Like most people, if you were to tell people that you can multi-box and run 4 clients at the exact same time doing the exact same thing, it's unheard of for like B-Swarm Simulator. You know what I mean? So that's something like new and fresh. Yeah, no snitching to Mikey. I think Contempt already knows because I talked to him a little bit about it. I informed Contempt a little bit because it would be really good for Blue Hive. The only problem is it doesn't work that well for boosting purposes. Now, if you were to do attacks like RBC Part E, perfectly fine. It works great. I just haven't done it yet because I'm too lazy. Because like every time you go to do it, you have to sync them up and think of it as like you almost have to run it like a macro. You have to hug certain corners. You have to run against certain walls. You have to line things up right. Otherwise, they desync and it doesn't level out properly. You can. 100%. You could actually run Nitro on a server if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to, you can set up Nitro on a server and send your input commands through Discord. Or you just connect it to the API and have a different application running it. Or you can get a virtual machine, run it that way. So with the new Nitro, you can actually just run it straight off of Discord. You don't even have to tab into it. You can just run commands. There's a full list of commands on Nitro server. And you don't even have to do anything. Like if I wanted to free up resources on my computer, I can get a server to host it and just run the game off of that. Because you don't need visual input or you don't need any visual for running Roblox. The game doesn't go, oh, you have no GPU. It's not going to run. You know? Because I eventually plan on having 10 ults. And if I plan to use all 10 ults at the same time, like, my computer can handle it, but I don't think I'd be able to do anything else. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to like run Blender or anything, which is pain. Save that one. Do you not AFK or macro because you don't have a virtual PC? Evie, are you on type it out for him. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Got to build one soon. Well, if you're assisting people with setting up their stuff, right? So once I have the Discord all situated, I'm gonna add some stuff like, you know, how to get started on setting up your VM, stuff like that. I'm not gonna be giving out any CD keys. I'm not gonna supply with pirated software or anything like that. I'm going to go under the assumption that you guys have purchased your VMware and totally didn't Google free 8.1 VMware anything. I'm telling you, do not Google it. Piracy is bad. Do not Google VMware free and find one for free. Anyways, so yeah, I plan on helping people get that all situated. So if people have like a decent PC, you guys need help setting it up, getting the VMware tools and all that stuff situated, we can do that. You have an extra GPU, CPU, motherboard, PSU, then you're only missing hard drive. You're only missing a disk then. Disk and RAM. Well, it's not even disk anymore. You're just missing memory and RAM. Technically, same thing. Are they all compatible? One thing you can do with a spare unit like that, say you build your main PC and you have a bunch of extra parts, you can invest into making a second PC with no monitor, and it's just a remote desktop setup. So initially you would have to connect it to your PC just to get the remote desktop set up, and then you could run your alts or whatever on that PC, right? You don't even have to CPU is a bit old. Is Roblox CPU? Yeah, Roblox is, Lua is a very CPU intensive thing. I think Roblox isn't too bad. It's not necessarily a server. I mean, you would just install Windows 11 and everything like that. You would just need to make sure that you have RDP enabled to start on boot. So essentially it's just a naked OS, which means it's just stripped of all the bloat crap and there's nothing else on startup, right? And what you do is have it so as the moment it boots in, it goes to desktop, it starts RDP. Well, it doesn't even need to start RDP, just needs to start Natro, right? If it starts Natro and it's connected to the internet, you can get your input from Discord. So you don't even need to connect a keyboard, monitor, or anything. Yeah, I don't like pre-builds either. I've never bought a pre-built since I was born. I've literally never bought a pre-built. I've had to fix pre-builds. I hate pre-builds because a lot of their issues are trash, right? Comes with a bunch of extra bloatware and is overpriced. But, you know, some people aren't computer savvy, so pre-builds are the only way that it can go. I'm going to give it like another 2 more minutes and then we're going to call it a night. But anyways, but yeah, so what you do is you just set it up so Natural just starts up immediately. You don't even need a monitor. You could put like a little miniature monitor on it. It doesn't really matter, right? As long as it's at a resolution above whatever's the requirement. I think it's like 768. So scummy as well. The glue CPU cooler. Glue CPU cooler. If they're putting that adhesive crap on the heat sink for the CPU, you need to go get your money back. Because there was also a YouTuber pushing out that crap. It's like cement. It's like cement coolant or cement adhesive crap or whatever. You don't want anything that binds the CPU to the heatsink. It just needs to fill the air between the heatsink and the CPU, because that's where hot pockets happen. As long as you don't have those air bubbles, it's good. It doesn't need to stick to it. I don't even know why that YouTuber even pushed that crap out. But yeah. Anyways, I'll make more I'll discuss about that kind of stuff in the Discord. If you guys have any questions, concerns, hit me up. Feel free to ping me. It's Makano Yasha. It's the same in Discord as it is username on YouTube. I may switch to Twitch just for lower latency. It's the CPU to the motherboard. Jesus. Yeah, you don't want that either. But anyways, I'll go ahead and make sure that the URL in the Discord is up to date. And you guys feel free to help each other out. Please avoid macroing, but if there's room and no one's trying to use it, then I don't care, right? But if I find out like a bunch of people are macroing and no one gets to use it, then I'm gonna have to start telling people, yo, cut it. All right. Anyways, guys, Thank you for tagging along. Love having you here. Had lots of fun. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I did a stream of Satisfactory earlier. I might do it again tomorrow, but I will do BSS again tomorrow. Anyways, later guys.